What's going on, Crosswitters? So let's take a few minutes and talk about fair play. All right, so like always, I'm going to remain, calm. I'm not going to get up here and scream and yell like some people do on YouTube or whatever, but I'm just going to talk about something that's highly annoying to me in the big picture of how the message we should be sending our youth about the way the world really works. You've seen other videos. I've talked about being offended so easily and entitlement and all this other kind of crap. Here's another example. All right, so I don't normally watch The Voice, but this was interesting to me. So on Tuesday's episode, there was a girl who's, if you watch the show, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Her name is Reagan Strange. She's 14 years old. She's a very talented young girl. All right, very, very good singer. And unfortunately, she was sick. Okay, so she couldn't perform that night. And I don't know the rules of The Voice, and I don't understand exactly I don't know if there's a clause or something that helps her or helps a contestant when for some physical reason they can't perform. I don't know. All right, I would hope that there would be, but maybe there's not. Okay, but if there's not, there's not, and that's my point. So she was sick, and one of Adam's other contestants was basically, I guess he was singing for his survival. He was trying to stay on the show. And when it came time for Adam to speak, he expressed admiration for the contestant, gave him some props, and then he went on to give a sympathetic, emotional, I guess, plea or pitch for Reagan Strange, who didn't perform that night. In other words, you can still save her even though she didn't sing tonight. Look, I get it, okay? He said he had an emotional attachment to her, that they're real close. He got two girls at home, and he feels for her. Yeah, I get it. But here's the thing. What message are you sending to contestants? This is a show called The Voice. It's about singing, and you've got someone up here who sang their heart out, and now you're basically telling everyone to vote to keep someone who wasn't able to perform that night. That undermines the entire concept of the show. So it's not really the voice, it's the influence, because you used your influence to swing people to vote to keep someone who didn't perform when the person who did perform on your team went home. I don't know what that is. Okay, I'm sorry she couldn't sing. I'm sorry she was sick. All right? And I realize that it's probably hard to compete on a show when you're sick. But, in 1997, Michael Jordan in Game 5 of the NBA Finals, scored like 38 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals, and a block, including a 3-pointer, which he got in less than a minute left that gave the Bulls a lead that they did not relinquish. And I'm reading that right off of a stats page, okay? And he played when he had the flu in the NBA Finals. Now, I'm not comparing Reagan Strange to Michael Jordan. I get that there's a significant difference between those two. One is a very tough athlete, and the other one's a 14-year-old girl. But in an age of equality, what message are we supposed to be sending? All right? The Voice, if it doesn't have some type of plan for this, then maybe they should consider it. But for one of the most influential people on that panel, for one of the most influential people on this show, to basically emotionally influence everyone to vote for someone who didn't perform over someone who performed their heart out, that's freaking ridiculous to me, man. So I don't know. You disagree with me, you hate me for saying what I'm saying, but I feel for the girl. I feel for her being sick. I would hope that there was some way to address that, but really, was this the way to do it, Adam? I mean, that is freaking ridiculous, dude. So ridiculous. If I was a contestant, I would never trust you on the panel again. And honestly, I don't think you should be on anymore if that's the type of decisions that you make on a show called The Voice. That's all I got to say about that. I'll see you guys next time on Crosswit.